don't have the
Ah.
Luscious. I was gonna look it up.
Okay, well,
Oh well.
okay. That's fun. Hi, everybody.
Ooh.
It's me,
And me.
and we're not under a tree.
Nope, not today.
So no, it's the Bob Doyle Show, and it happens to be the Luscious Living Friday edition. So I just need to calm down a little bit. But that music's just too upbeat.
It's
We,
pretty
we
fun.
got to change the vibe after it. No, I just changed that. I just changed it. It looks
They're
like
getting
they're
a they're like
right.
it looks like they're like surfing or something
Sure.
on the I don't even know.
And what's this show called? Right.
Yes.
All right. Well, it's sometimes I want it to be over.
Really?
Sometimes.
I like it.
Well, it's not. It's just so not the energy of Luscious Living Friday. Because see, now we gotta, we're gonna just through our own actions and energy and way of speaking, we have to transition from this bouncy sort of jazzy thing to more of a, hey,
Hey.
it's Friday, and you know what that means. It's Luscious Living Friday with me and Tracy. I'm Bob Doyle, of course.
And I'm Tracy Samlow.
Of course.
Of course.
And outside, look, every now and then I just choose what we look at outside, and I must try 4 or 5 things every time I contemplate a new one. It's all about how does it loop, and there's some that look really good, but then the clouds suddenly go over here, and to fix that would take way too long.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I make choices that just, like, there's no logic to this. There'd be no studio where that is the view. That is
I
impossible.
love it. I feel like I'm in a water park or
Yeah.
some luscious place on the planet
And
that has a waterfall.
Yeah, I mean, I do like the vibe.
I
of-
do.
vibe
It's
of
really
it.
great, actually.
It's just not at all realistic.
No. It reminds me of the Wheeling Park District. Oh, memories just flooded in.
That's nice. Look
Yeah.
at this. That's 2 days in a row that we've gone back in memory lane, down memory lane,
Down memory lane.
with Tracy,
Yeah.
talking about previous places she's lived.
Good old places.
Bouncy can't be luscious, says Amy. I'm just going to leave that sitting there. Lisbeth, good morning, because both of our mothers are also here.
Yeah, so we
Both
won't
saying
comment
good morning.
on the bouncy.
And the cats, my mother's cats, are also have
Oh.
said. Wilbur and Lizzie have also said good morning. Now, how she knows this, I do not know. I mean, is there like sort of paw language? Do they speak?
Maybe she's just
Tell-
intuitive and she can just...
Tell him I said good morning. Yeah, me too. So that's Wilbur and Lizzie, both of you? Yeah. All right, hold on, I'm typing it now. Good morning from Wilbur and Lizzie. And they're like, yay! Oh, and Salem is the third cat, doesn't know where she is right now. He is. I don't know Salem, gotta be a boy, right?
Boy.
She speaks cat, and
She
she thought I
speaks
did
cat.
too. Well, I used to.
We
It's
haven't-
been many a year since I've had cats around me.
I just had one.
Yep. I think I saw that one for a second. Salem is a she. Okay. I stand corrected. Okay, what are we doing?
Oh, yes.
There's nothing luscious about not having coffee. I think I'll just leave it with 2 little things. There's no need to get all rambunctious on a Friday morning.
Good morning. Or afternoon or evening, wherever you are on the planet.
Oh.
I snuck it in. I didn't mean to.
Now, I did not use the luscious new coffee because I want to use that sparingly. So this is the poison. This is a hazelnut blend.
It's still good.
It's delicious.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's
say,
very
I'm-
good
I'm-
with the cream
I'm-
and the sugar and hazelnut. I'm telling
it's
you,
still
this
very good.
this is a luscious thing. Now,
I love hazelnut.
Tracy purchased some chai tea
Oh,
yesterday.
ginger spiced chai. I haven't
Yes.
tried it yet. I'm super
Yes,
excited.
we're gonna have that. Would have been. That's what we could have done.
Oh, I didn't even. Well, it is what it
Alright,
is. Yeah, maybe we'll do that later. Maybe we'll check in and do a chai night.
So Luscious Living Friday. What is that anyway?
Right. It's a great
What is luscious? Do you happen to have a definition right there?
I do, as a matter of fact.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand by for the definition of Luscious.
So this is really fascinating.
And here it is.
Wow, people actually, this is so, okay, there's like a whole bunch of different ones, but this one here,
Okay.
well, it comes up with as an adjective,
Luscious, yes.
right? Generally a food or wine,
Okay.
which is interesting. Having a pleasantly rich, sweet taste.
Did you hear how she did her voice just then? Go a little closer.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the definition of luscious.
Luscious. An adjective, generally of food or wine, having a pleasantly rich, sweet taste.
Okay, see, she went right off the. At first, it was just kind of like, yeah, I got a pleasant voice, and then as soon as she said rich, let's play it back. Oh, I wish we could.
We can't. It also says richly opulent,
Come on,
very
Come on. No, no, no,
sexually
no.
attractive.
get on the microphone.
Very sexually attractive.
Well, you can go back to the rich and opulent too.
Oh, rich and opulent.
And now do the whole thing, so that people can grab the video clip and just play it over and over.
Okay. Luscious. An adjective, generally of food or wine, having a pleasantly rich, sweet taste. Also, richly opulent, or for a woman, very sexually attractive.
Ladies and gentlemen.
There you go.
But when it comes down to it, it's a state of mind.
It is a state of mind.
What's luscious to you may not be luscious to me. Well, not you. I'm talking to all the other people.
I see.
think we're in pretty much agreement. We seem to have, if we were like a checklist, luscious things, I think we'd both pretty much check the same things. I'm
I
guessing.
think
I'm guessing.
so. I
Except, club dancing or something. If you think that's luscious, then I'm out.
It depends how you're club dancing, I suppose.
Huh? Okay. I got that.
Yes.
It's complicated.
I actually have to just mention this because I hadn't did. This is interesting. Latin baby names. Luscious is a baby name, and it means light.
Really?
That is luscious. That's awesome.
If you go to school and your name is Luscious, at least in my day, no one is, oh, it means light. I don't think so.
I understand.
It seems like a
It's
good
a-
idea in the moment. And then the kid has to grow up.
I don't know.
But you know what? That kid, boy or girl, doesn't matter. They'd
Yeah, it
own
doesn't
it.
say.
They'd own it. You know why? Because the parents that would do that would teach that kid to own it.
Of course.
Well, so when that kid's at school and people go luscious, they go, yeah, Tom, right?
Right.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah, these are really like, how to use it in a sentence.
All right, let's hear an example.
Okay. This is fun.
For this example, we'll be in a cave.
In a cake. Sweet.
Wait.
That's horrible.
Cave is too big.
Sweet chocolate cake with a luscious whipped cream.
I think people are mad at me right now.
Yeah, that hurt my ears too, actually.
Well, that was an accident, but even what I meant to do doesn't sound good. So
I see. Okay. Yeah, there's quite a, this is fascinating. I'm really intrigued. I have not done this before, so this is kind of fun. There's
I didn't mean for
this to go down a rabbit hole.
yes, where you're looking at your screen. Just before this, I wanted to institute a new rule,
Oh, we did. You're right.
and that is that we can't look at our devices 10 minutes before the show. Why? Because I can tell you there's been times when I've looked at my device and seen something that has derailed me, right? Where you just go, I didn't need this right now.
Yes. Oh, we're adorable. Thank you.
So
Renee.
we So we have to, come into the show fully present. Anyway, that's kind of where I was going with this whole thing about Luscious. Mm-hmm. To try and stay on topic, since we're not making bathroom scents or spray or anything like that. We don't have arts and crafts for this week. So I thought, well, what can we do to contribute to the lusciousness of our viewers who come to us on Fridays expecting nothing less?
But luscious.
They would be so... The letters we would get, especially from my mom, if we didn't stick to this luscious thing, right? But we can't just talk about the word luscious and its origins and put reverb behind it. We need to teach you how to experience it in your everyday.
Mm-hmm. And how do we do that?
Well, it's about being present.
Oh.
You see, we obviously, come on. Most of us aren't present. I didn't say, I said seriously, and freaking Siri went on.
Oh.
We aren't present most of the time. Now, I'm going to say my mom is, okay? So before you type something about, I feel like, I know, because you're always present. She's doing a creative thing. That's presence. So everyone listening except my mom. And then and maybe Jane. All right, look, a lot of us, there's a lot of people who aren't present, okay? Can we just talk to them?
It's a...
And you don't appreciate sometimes the luscious moments. For example, right now, what I'm not fully appreciating is really how comfortable this shirt is.
Oh, and this is so soft.
It's a sensory, and if I'm just present with it
You're
and go,
right.
and here's the key, I think, to finding luscious in more moments is contrast and perspective. Right? It's like sitting on grass is okay. For some people, it's just like, okay, I sit on grass. But if you had my backyard, which is gravel and plants that bite,
You would never sit.
you can't sit. And if you did, then sitting on just grass like we have
You'd
at the
be picking
park
things out of your
would feel
tush.
so luscious. Like it, and it already is, but I mean,
When we went to the park yesterday,
went
we
to the
laid
park
in the
yesterday.
grass, and I was just rubbing my hands all over the grass, and it just felt luscious. It really did.
luscious is a sensory experience, which is why luscious living lifestyle is
It's all
about the senses. But
Yes.
I'm saying that even without buying anything or anything like that, reconfiguring your home, you can create more luscious moments if you just are present in the moment and go, wow, how luscious is it that I get to just...
Right. Like hazelnut coffee.
And then
is
it's like, well,
luscious.
and what if you couldn't? Like, it's just the contrast. Like, put yourself out in the... I'm lost in the woods with rocks as friends. I don't know what it is, but... then suddenly just the thought of this would be like the most luscious thing. And the thought of that, it's the
good
thought
point.
of it, whether it's really there or you're imagining it, creates the same experience biologically. You have the same chemical,
Yep.
and so you're getting the luscious feeling from just a shift of your attention.
That's absolutely true.
And so you can get that luscious feeling by buying the things and reconfiguring and actually putting things
Right.
there that will more easily and automatically cause this thought shift
True.
that
Changes
triggers
your state.
that
Yep.
triggers luscious. Or you can literally imagine it or find it in the moment that you have. A lot of that's about gratitude too. A superpower.
Oh, big time important in our lives. Yes. Very powerful.
I'm sorry, I just want to drink this before it gets lukewarm, because
Cold.
otherwise it's like...
You won't drink it. See, I mean, like, this is luscious, right? Like, just,
Yesterday, I saw a video on my timeline. I know she knows where I'm going to go with this, but... my timeline, and it was from a year ago yesterday, and I was broadcasting from Tracy's backyard, from her previous residence.
other home.
And there was a plant behind me with all these fronds and stuff that made me look like a peacock. And somehow I managed to talk for 15 minutes about, I'm sure, nothing. Because I didn't watch the whole thing. I was just like, oh yeah, I remember that. But my face was wider. I've just lost so much face width since I stopped eating so much meat. I got to figure out how I'm going to replace all that. So we're working on that. Don't tell me to eat lima beans because I won't do it. Or peas either. So you can just, you two, you can
Pea
just.
protein, though, because you can add it to a shake.
Yes, I know, and we've done that.
Yeah, that works just as well. Just as much protein as meat.
So I'm trying, the ice cream method.
But see, that's the thing, too, is you've slowed down on all of those things.
I've slowed down on my ice cream. Yeah.
Well, and the Kahlua cake and all the
Yes.
other stuff. I mean,
It's
because,
true. You're right.
you know-
There's a caloric norm
yes, indeed.
that involved a lot of luscious foods. I have to bring it back into
Very
luscious. Otherwise,
luscious
it's like, what are we
foods.
talking about?
Kahlua cake is very luscious.
Oh, it is, and
Yes.
it's been
Butter
a
pecan ice
long.
cream is very luscious.
Both of those, and then put some freaking chocolate sauce and caramel sauce and some
Frozen
berries.
I love frozen berries on anything.
Look, we're gonna emphasize this again. Next time you're at your grocery store, go down the frozen food aisle, find the berries section, get like the mixed berries, but if they don't have mixed berries, fine, just buy them individually. And you can create your own mix. You're a creative person.
Because if you don't like one, just some of the others. So my recommendation is always blueberries because like when they're frozen and they pop in your mouth, it's like a little, I don't know, it's like this little treat. I can't explain it. It's
But let me tell you,
Yum.
if you are pro-oxidant, they're not for you because they are very antioxidant. But start putting those on your stuff. Oatmeal, ice cream, French
Yeah.
toast. We did that 2 days ago.
We did. That was luscious too.
Or was that yesterday?
Oh, that might have been yesterday.
Wow.
Yes. Time.
As we mentioned yesterday, it keeps flowing like a river
Mm-hmm.
to the sea, to the sea. Do you know that song reference? You may not. It was Alan Parsons' project. Time keeps flowing like a river. Yeah? No?
Anyone else?
Come on, somebody.
I don't.
To the sea.
To the sea.
Yeah. Oh, you've heard it. Okay, good. I knew it would click.
It's not readily available in my brain to pull down.
That's kind of a
any
luscious.
issues, but
That song has kind of a luscious vibe to it. If we, if I wouldn't get kicked off the internet for playing it for you, I'd tell her to do it.
oh yeah.
But I mean, it's kind of a melancholy sort of a. But man, high school. Thanks for the time machine. Now I'm in my room. I'm 14. The door's closed. There's no air conditioner. The fan is on. I'm depressed as usual. Nobody's home. I can't go over anywhere because I can't drive yet. Ugh, it's the summers. That's what. And then Alan Parsons' project, Time. Just reminding me of, yep. I don't like being a teenager. When's this going to end?
Well, can you imagine being a teenager right now in quarantine when you can't really hang out with your friends, go to the mall, and do all the other stuff that you normally would do? Especially
That
in
was
the
my
summer.
childhood. Right, Mom? I lived quarantine.
By choice? Partially?
Partially. Yep, I think so. I think that's why this is such a smooth transition.
You don't
I
really
mean, look, I'd go to my friend's house and stuff like that, but,
Yeah.
But I was not that social, and
No.
things haven't changed.
No. I had to take him out last night. If you did catch the under the tree last night, it was short, but I had to get him out of the house because it had been weeks. It was.
And so I drove to the park. And it's like I'm driving, I'm going, this feels so foreign. Why does it feel so foreign? And the last time we calculated that I left the house was when we went and got blood work done.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I have started the 90-day supplementation program. This is day 2 of it. So in 88 days, then I can go back, I guess, and get...
Yeah.
But
see,
hey, look, just so you all know,
his
I'm in
numbers
pretty
were
good
great
shape.
anyway.
Pretty good.
Yeah. No, I mean, there was no.
Especially given the freaking ice cream I eat. You would
yeah.
think. I mean, and yes, there is. That
fried
area
foods.
is okay. That little area is out of the norm, but there's nothing. There's no, So I'm telling you, I can't even believe it.
It-
I this time I was like, okay, I know I'm going to get busted. There's no way that this is going to be. And
No, his cholesterol was fine. Everything was fine. I
Yeah.
think just low in vitamin D was about it. Which
is
go
very
figure
common.
because, we don't go outside.
yeah, when I first moved here, I've said this before, but oh well, she already knows what I'm going to say, so I better not say it again.
What?
No, I had an Uber driver tell me that most people, this was his. He said a lot of people in Vegas take vitamin D on a regular basis because of the vitamin D deficiency. I said, wow, that's kind of weird because you're seeing so much sun. And he goes, yes, but it's too hot. People don't go out in it. They hide from it so much that they are not giving themselves the exposure, and that is certainly the case for me.
And-
Uber driver wisdom, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
I love how she actually gave the guy some applause.
Well, it's true. I mean, honestly, I did get a lot more vitamin D when we had the pool because, obviously the kids were outside
Sure.
and whatever else. So I definitely was out and about much more. But nonetheless, it's still really hot. And so it is uncomfortable to be outside in the sun.
Yeah, it's 104 is not that luscious, I gotta say.
But
It's not 127, Phoenix.
in Vegas, there's like 200 and some sunny days a year. So it's not always 100 and something. It's anyway.
Yeah, the summers. But that's why we just look at pictures of running water and think cool thoughts.
Right.
And are so appreciative of the lusciousness that is Central Air.
That is luscious.
But it is also,
fans.
when you live on it, and that's all you breathe all day,
It's not
then
healthy.
going outside
Yeah.
is like, that's I think one of the things about the park that's so great. It's just like breathing.
Yes. Well,
COVID be damned. It feels good to breathe outside
yes.
as opposed to this all day long. You can really tell a difference.
There's no question.
And the park is just so, like, the grass is so green. It's in great shape. It just feels fantastic.
Well,
the
they-
energy there is.
That park particularly, they just redid all the grass.
That's right.
just
That's why we couldn't
recently.
go under a tree for a while there.
Right.
For
Because they
those of you
ripped up
who
the whole thing. So yeah.
have watched everything we ever do.
Yes. Yeah.
There's such a narrative. If you were to
But-
watch, there's so many broadcasts that if you
You
were to
have
watch them, you
nothing
just
to
see
do.
there's all these little story arcs that go off and come back and things, and just
Closed loops sometimes.
every now and then we close one of those
Yeah,
loops.
it's
Again,
true.
I think it would be amazing to know how many open loops there have been created since you came onto the show, as opposed to like before you were on the show. Like, I'm sure there's many. I don't know. It's
Be a good
ridiculous.
Reddit fun thing. Yes. Yes. But
That's-
being
yeah.
outside, that's luscious. Going to the park, that's luscious.
If you're present with it, if you're at the park
Yes.
going, what do you think? What have I got to do next?
Well, that's a very good point.
That's
If
my
you're
whole
present
point
with
is like,
being
yeah,
at the park and
being at
really
the
it's
park.
like stop and smell the roses. It's really as simple as that, but it's really embodying that. And when we're stuck inside, especially now with all of the toxins, that
we
are
sit
in
on
our
a couch
house,
here,
yeah.
and over the course of the
Just
show, I think we just go like this. God, what happened to the camera? We are
Well, it's
going.
'cause
All of this
we're
is
on
going to
pillows,
change.
too, which is kind of
All
funny
of this
too.
is going to
Yeah.
change.
Yes.
Change is coming.
Change is
to
coming.
the show, to the look of the show.
Yeah.
We're up leveling, and it's very exciting.
Yes.
And I will
Stay
look back at all
tuned.
of these and go, oh, how did we do that? And then we'll say,
It'll be much
very-
more luscious. We're
It'll be-
working on luscious everywhere.
Yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. So what are the plans? What are the luscious plans for the weekend? That's the assignment. Every Friday is
Oh.
come up with one luscious thing you're going to do that weekend. Remember how we've done that every week?
Uh-huh.
And-
Sure.
And people who don't know are just, they're forgetful.
What are we doing this weekend that's luscious?
What are we going to do this weekend that is luscious? Well, we're detoxifying someone's home tomorrow.
Oh,
at
you're
11
right
a.m.
about that.
And I can
That's
easily call that luscious.
I agree with that.
But what else? I wish we had a puppy.
Oh my goodness, yesterday there was the cutest puppy at the park.
Just being a puppy.
Adorable.
Frolicking is the word I kept using. Just like running around and then just being chased and then throwing its belly down on the ground and I was just like, I want that.
Yeah, puppy. I miss Harper right now.
Well, this took a turn. Hold on a
Yes,
second.
but-
That is not, sorry, that was all my fault. Let's go back to, what are we doing Luscious? What can we cook? What meal? Like, I think if we created a luscious meal that we could create, and then we could create a luscious experience around it. Do we have a plan for a luscious meal already?
We don't, but the dictionary just said chocolate cake with luscious whipped cream, so that doesn't sound terrible. But
I know how to make a
That's-
chocolate cake.
I know you do. We haven't done that in quite some
Oh
time.
my God, that would be a fun, luscious thing to do. We could make a Kahlua cake and we could actually stream it live, even though I've done it like 3 times already, but not with you.
That's true.
Luscious learning.
We could do that. That would be fun.
Who's on board? Type 1 for yes, type 2 for I'm busy that day, whatever day that will be, at whatever time. I've got a thing with some people at a place.
Mm-hmm.
We got to discuss the stuff.
We do.
She's not present.
Nope.
Not anywhere near me right now. She does not know what she's responding to at all.
I was just like looking at different ideas. It was so funny. I'm like,
But
what else could we
just
do?
love that she owns it. When
I
she
do.
Just,
We have this lovely, like, a little banter back and forth of when I'm not present and I'm doing something, and he just starts.
and she responds
talks, right?
anyway.
And
Like I say something and she says, uh-huh. And I'm
yeah,
like,
you're not
it
here.
sure
And I'm like,
is.
no, 40%. I did hear what you're saying, but I did not totally process it, and I'm not totally engaged. I'm trying to finish doing
and
something.
I will never let her get away with it.
Nope.
I call her every time.
It's so true. It's so true. It's so true.
Oh, but I only do that because she laughs at it. If
I
she got
do.
irritated, like, I don't know, every other woman on the planet, I've got the only one. So I feel very, very fortunate who laughs at that stuff. She really does. She can laugh at herself for that kind of stuff, which is like, I'm sure the first time I did something like that, I was very like,
Oh no, she's gonna hit me. I don't know.
all right.
I don't know what do women do when they're like, because it rolls right off of me. I don't even think about it because it's fun. I mean, it's funny. I have quirks. I'm aware of that. That's okay.
Yeah, not me, though.
You don't have any quirks?
I don't think you've seen one quirk.
Nope.
I wonder what people would say my quirks were.
I don't know.
I don't know that I need to know that, actually.
Oh, I'm going through and I'm finding like other little parts of
still
Luscious.
looking at
I'm
Luscious
serious.
definitions.
No, this is really good though, because I really hadn't dived into this until just now, so this is fun. But richly appealing to the senses or the mind.
Oh, there, now we're talking.
Right.
Lean in. Now, give it all you got.
All right. Luscious. Richly appealing to the senses or the mind.
That's what I'm talking about, lady. Every day, Carol.
What did she say? All
said
day.
all day?
All day, every day. That's actually our little motto. That's kind of funny.
Jaxie's finally here, just as we're ending the show.
Hi. Yes, so vivid descriptions. I love these. Mouth watering.
Hello.
That's luscious.
Okay.
Oh, intoxicating.
Yeah, there's some good ones in
There's
there.
some great, yes.
I see like when we have intros for things, I see those definitions fading in and out of the the intro.
Yeah, I think we're onto something. This is
I-
actually really great.
Thanks all of you for being a part of our exploration into the English language.
Yes.
This is the time of the show where I ask Tracy's permission to end it.
Because I could carry on all day. Speaking of
Well,
all
sometimes,
day.
unless she's got something on her calendar, in which case it's like, yeah, we got to go, we got to end this.
Yeah, I'm like, I gotta go work. But, well, actually, I do have to go work.
See?
I have a 9 o'clock meeting. But,
All right, there you go.
All
Dun, 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 dun,
right.
it.
well, thanks for joining us, you guys. We love you all. And we'll see you Monday for Musical Monday,
That's right.
8 a.m. Pacific. and
Right
you
here,
won't
wherever
wanna
you
miss
are.
it.
You could sit exactly where you're sitting. You could even wear the same clothes because we won't even know. All
I'll
right.
wear something different.
I will too because she'll make me.
Of
All
course.
right.
Have a luscious weekend. Mwah! Love you guys.